Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the new chapter and which is how do organism reproduce. So reproduce is the way reproduce means the reproduction and it is the very important life process for all the organism whether they are plant organism or microorganism. So first we have to understand what is reproduction. So reproduction. Reproduction is the process in which, okay, it is nothing but the process in which, the process in which, new organism of same species are formed. New organism of same species are formed. New organism of same species are formed. Okay, the process in which new organism of same species are formed again and again. The re word is used here. Re means again and again. Again and again is called as reproduction. Is called as reproduction. Understood what is reproduction? The process in which new organism of same species are formed again and again is called as reproduction. Instead, we can add one more important point here. Okay, again and again to maintain the existence of organism. It is the importance of reproduction to maintain the existence of living organism. Is called as reproduction. Is called as reproduction. Understood everyone? Keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the process in which new organism, see, new organism of same species is very important point because like dog is going to reproduce the dog, okay, young one of dog. Elephant will reproduce elephant. From mango seed you will get mango plant only, okay. Like human being will produce human being only, okay. So new organism of same species is forming here, okay, in order to maintain their existence is called as reproduction. So now we are going to understand about the types of reproduction. Types of reproduction. Types of reproduction. We have beta main two types of reproduction. First we have sexual reproduction. And other we have asexual reproduction. Sexual and asexual reproduction. So we will understand both one by one. So first we are going to understand about asexual reproduction. So I'm writing definition over here for asexual reproduction. So the reproduction in which only one parent is required. Only one parent is required for the formation of new organism. New organism is called as asexual reproduction. asexual reproduction. Okay, example. Okay, see, for asexual reproduction, I am writing example over here. Okay, again very important. Huh? So first example, we have beta budding. Budding takes place generally in unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. Okay, like it is taking place in yeast cell. Yeast. Okay, it also takes place in multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. Okay, in multicellular organism we have beta hydra. Okay, hydra reproduce by budding process, and it is multicellular organism. Okay, next example we have binary fission. Binary fission. Okay, binary fission means in which organism divides into two daughter cell. Okay, again binary fission have many types. First type we have, okay, it is in case of amoeba. Okay, we have simple binary fission. Simple binary fission. Here I am writing BF. It is for binary fission, huh? Not for boyfriend. Everyone. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Simple binary fission. It is a process in which amoeba cell divides by any plane, here, by here, or any plane, to form two amoeba daughter cell. Okay. This is called a beta simple binary fission. Next, we have longitudinal. No, first, we will understand transversal binary fission. Again, here BF means binary fission. Okay, so it takes place in beta paramecium. It takes place in paramecium. So paramecium cell is look like this, and it divides from here. Okay, so it is amoeba. I am writing example also. So just do remember, in amoeba, simple binary fission takes place. In paramecium, it is transversal binary fission takes place. Then we have third type, and which is longitudinal. Longitudinal binary fission. It takes place in euglena beta. Okay, so in euglena, suppose here we have the parent cell. Okay, this is the euglena. It divides from here. Like this. This is the longitudinal plane, and finally it gives two daughter euglena. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is called as simple binary fission. It is transversal and it is longitudinal binary fission. Understood, everyone? Third example, we have multiple fission. Multiple fission. Multiple fission takes place in amoeba beta. It also takes place in amoeba, but in adverse condition, when suitable condition is not present around the amoeba, it divides or it reproduces by multiple fission. It takes place in amoeba, but not in ideal condition. Okay, so condition will be adverse. Okay, amoeba. Fourth, see, first budding, next binary fission, then multiple fission. Now we have fragmentation. Fragmentation. So fragmentation, it takes place in spirogyra. It takes place in spirogyra. Okay, so we know spirogyra have body, the green thread, like green color thread like structure. Okay, like this. Okay, when Spirogyra becomes mature and gets full with nutrition, its body divides with the current of water or maybe accidentally into small fragments like this. These are the small fragments of you Spirogyra. Okay, and then this each fragment, these are the fragments. Okay, then each fragment develops into the whole Spirogyra. Okay, so this is called as beta fragmentation. You are getting the point, everyone? Keep replying.
Yes, sir, getting it.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
getting it.
This is the parent body, parent Spirogyra. And all these fragments will develop into the daughter Spirogyra. Why all these are called as beta? Even daughter cell, daughter amoeba, daughter paramecium, daughter euglena. Why they are called as daughter, not son? Any reason behind that?
Sir, because some other useful.
Because reproduction is mostly depend on the females. That's why it is use the term the female only. Okay, daughter cell like this. Next, regeneration. It is again very important. It takes place in planaria. Okay, sometime when adult planaria body breaks down, see it looks like this. Planaria looks like this. Okay, this is the head region, this is the body region, and this is the tail region. When accidentally, if its body breaks down into different regions like this, the head region, body region, and tail region, then suppose here we have the head region. So head region will regenerate to form whole body of planaria like this. As you can see, it is the regenerative body, the dotted line. Okay. If body region, here we have the body region. Here we have the body region. So body region will also develop into head region like this. Okay, and also the tail region like this. Okay. And if we will discuss about the tail region, wait a second, again that okay, and the tail region. Suppose this is the tail region. The tail region will also develop into body and also into head region like this. Okay, so each part of the planaria, okay, see whole body of the planaria have regenerative cell in it. Regenerative cells. Due to presence of regenerative cell, it emaciated a whole body from the fragment or the part of the planaria body. Okay, so as we can see here, by breakdown of one planaria into different part, each part breaking like emaciated into whole planaria, as you can see here. This is called as beta regeneration. Understood, everyone? Keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next we have sixth one. Next we have vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. So vegetative propagation means the reproduction takes place from the vegetative part of the plant like root or shoot or the stem or the leaf. Okay, so root, stem and leaf are called as vegetative part of the flower plant. Okay, if from this part new plants are being germinated, then it is called as vegetative propagation. So for root, suppose I'm taking example of potato. You know potato?
Yes, sir.
So on potato surface, you will find the eyes like this, is it? And from this eyes, new plants is being germinated. As you can see here, have you observed that? Yes, keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the potato, which potato is nothing but the root of the potato plant.
Sir, it's the stem, sir. Not
Huh,
seed.
beta?
It's the stem, sir. Potato.
No, no, no. It's the tube root, not a stem.
Just let me.
Yes.
It's
See,
stem, sir. Yeah.
see, suppose this is the potato plant. So here we have the root and it is deposited over here. As you can see, these potatoes are being formed in produce in root only. So this is the tube root, not the potato, not the stem beta. Okay, yeah.
Sir,
If
you can
it is
search on
sweet
Google, sir.
potato, no, no. If it is sweet potato,
Yeah.
if it is sweet potato, then it is the stem. You can see.
No, sir. You can search on Google. It's also saying that it's a stem tuber.
Yes, stem tuber or tube root.
Yeah.
After the class, we will search that. We'll clarify that also. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, we have the stem. So as you can see, the that sugar cane. This is a sugar cane. Na sugar
Yes,
cane.
sir.
You
Yeah.
are like used to drink the sugar cane juice also. So
Yes.
sugar cane stem having nodes, and from these nodes, new plants are being germinated. Okay. So we can say this is the formation of plant from the stem. And in case of leaf, so we have bryophyllum. Bryophyllum.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you?
Graphite. Yeah, I
Yes.
have seen that.
Yes. See, sometime what happens if we will search wrong 100 times, then Google will think, oh, this is correct one. So Google will give you the wrong information as a correct. So don't
Okay.
always trust on Google and
Yeah.
YouTube also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum. Okay, this is bryophyllum. And bryophyllum leaf have on the marginal region, the birds are present here, the birds. Okay. And when the birds during the generally in rainy season, most of the plant are being germinated from the plant only, like leaf margin only. Okay. Suppose that leaf falls down on the ground, so from all the nodes new plants will germinate, even which is attached to the plant, still that new plants are being germinated from the margin of the bryophyllum leaf. And this is the sugar cane. Okay, so these are the example of vegetative propagation. So when new organism are being formed or new plant is formed from the vegetative part of the plant, like root, stem or leaf, is called as vegetative propagation. Understood everyone, or any doubt till here? Any doubt beta
No,
here?
sir.
No, sir.
No.
No doubts.
No, sir.
Okay, do we have other again kind of reproduction which are asexual? We have last but not the least, I'm going to make you understand seventh one, which is spore formation. Spore formation. Spore formation takes place in molds. Okay, it is the fungus. Okay, suppose here we have the bread, the soft bread. Okay, suppose if you will like throw that soft bread or the milk bread on the moist and dirty place, after like 1 to 2 days you will find fungus will reproduce here, the very thread like and minute hair like structure you will find on the surface. Okay, that fungus looks like this. Okay, these are called as beta hyphae. Okay, this is called as hyphae. Okay, so this is called beta molds. Okay, this is called as molds, LDS, molds. And one more thing, okay, after second day or third day, if you'll observe that molds becomes greenish color and then brown. Okay, so that reason at the top of the molds you will find which is the sporangium, which is called as beta sporangium. And sporangium, many spores are being formed like this. The minute microscopic spores are present here. Okay, and once this is sporangium, and these are the spores. When these spores become enough mature to reproduce the new plant, that sporangium burst. That sporangium burst. Okay, that burst and the spore releasing or oozing out into the atmosphere. Okay, and due to air or any other like vector or reason, these spores been spreads into air with wind or maybe with animal or other medium will spread and will reproduce in other area or other moist place. Okay, this is called as spore formation. So each spore have capacity to form again this such kind of molds. So this is the life cycle of molds. Okay everyone, so molds reproduce with the help of spore formation. Now we are going to understand the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, it is the reproduction in which two parents are required. One is called male and another is female. So the reproduction in which two parents are required. One is male and other is female. Okay, other is female. It's called as sexual reproduction. It's called as sexual reproduction. Okay, now next, see what happens generally when new generation is being formed or new organism is being formed. 50% character are being transmitted from the mother parent and 50% character are being transmitted or shared from the male parent. Okay, the father parent. Okay, so mother and the father. Okay, both contribute 50% character to form new organism. Okay, new organism. Okay everyone, so new organism is being advanced in case of animal because here 50% character from each parent are being contributed here. That's why the new generation is being more advanced and more adaptive than the previous one. Okay everyone, now we will understand in this chapter sexual reproduction in plants as well as in animals. So in plants, the main reproductive organ or the part is called a bit of flower. The functional unit of sexual reproduction in plant is flower. Flower is divided into four part basically. One is called as calyx. Calyx is also called as sepals. Then we have corolla. It is also called as petals. Then we have androecium. It is also called as male part of the flower. And last but not the least, we have gynosim. Okay, it is nothing but the female part of the flower. Okay, here sepals and petals, means calyx and corolla, are called as non-essential whorls. Non-essential, because if they do present or not, it is not necessary to have them during the reproduction. Okay, but androecium and gynoecium are essential for sexual reproduction. That's why they are called as essential whorls. Whorls means the part. Okay, they are called as essential. Essential whorls. Okay, everyone. So here we have 4 parts where androecium and gynoecium are responsible for the sexual reproduction in plants. Okay. In case of animal, we have 2 parents. Again here one we have male and other we have female. Male produces male germ cell, and female produces egg cell. Egg cell, it is also called as ovum, ova, many names are there. Okay, it is also called as female germ cell. When these two get fused, they form beta zygote. They form zygote. Zygote then undergoes multiple cell division, okay, to form the blastocyst. Then blastocyst implant into uterus, okay, uterus, and develops into the embryo. Embryo undergoes many developmental stage to form new baby. Okay, so this is the process takes place in sexual reproduction in case of male as well as in case of female. In case of plant, okay, in case of plant, okay, not male and female, it is in animal and plant. So we have discussed about animal, now we are going to discuss about the plant. So in plant, again, we have the egg cell, okay. In case of like flower, we have gynoecium, which contain 3 parts. One is called stigma, then we have style, and at the base we have ovary. Okay, so in ovary we have the nucleus. They are called as primary and secondary nucleus. Okay, and here we have the male part, which are called a bit of pollen grains. Pollen grains. So pollen grains are nothing but the male part of the flower. So once the same species pollen grain falls on the stigma, this is called a stigma. This is called a style, and this is called a bit of ovary. Ovary. Okay, so that pollen grain start germinates and they, okay, form the pollen tube here, and this pollen tube grows toward the ovary in order to release male germ cell here. So when egg cell and pollen grain, okay, they fuses, they form zygote. Zygote then develops into the seed, or okay, seed means the embryo. We will write embryo here. Zygote develops into embryo. So when egg cell and pollen grain fuse, okay, it is called a beta fertilization. It is called as fertilization. Again, in egg ovary, we have secondary nucleus. Secondary nucleus. It fuses with second male germ cell. See, whenever the male germ cell are being released in ovary, there are 2 germ cell. First, here we have pollen grain, which is nothing but the male germ cell, and here we have second male germ cell, which fuses with secondary nucleus. They form beta endosperm. They form endosperm. Okay, so suppose I am just drawing here one seed here like this. Okay, suppose this is the seed. So here we have that embryo. This is called as embryo. Okay, and this is called as beta endosperm. Okay, and that ovary forms beta fruit. That ovary forms fruit. So whatever the fruit that we are eating, okay, is nothing but the ovary of that particular plant. Okay, so during the germination of seed, that embryo develops into the plant or new plant, and when seed germinates, that time it is not performing photosynthesis. So that time endosperm provides required nutrition for the germination of plant. Okay, that provides nutrition to the plant. That provides nutrition to the plant, and new plants germinate, and after few days that becomes green and perform photosynthesis and becomes indivisible. Okay, it can survive on its own if you will get proper amount of water and nutrient. Okay everyone, this is the way how plant reproduce. Any doubt here everyone?
No,
No,
no doubts.